And ladies and gentlemen, as you saw, because we're in South Florida, in a matter of a block, it started raining. We went from sunshine to rain. Whew. What a great car. Welcome back to the channel, ladies and gentlemen. The car we're featuring today is a 2008 Porsche 911 Carrera S Cabriolet. And this car only has 20,000 original miles, and it has a proper transmission. That's the only way I try to buy Porsches. It's not easy to find them with a manual, but I try the best that I can. And you know, the reason I wanted to make a video with this car because this is an interesting car in terms of options. It's a very highly optioned car, and we'll go over some of them here in a second. And the sticker price on this car in 2008 was close to $114,000. And you have to keep in mind that if you remember 2008, that's recession, people losing jobs, people can't find work, etc., etc. Banks are going haywire. Somebody had the balls to walk into to a Porsche dealership and check a bunch of boxes and spec this car out to almost $114,000. And you have to keep in mind, you know, plus tax, plus fees, etc., etc. So it's a lot of money in 2008, and this is very close to a base, base turbo, basically. But somebody really wanted, the options that the way this car had, and obviously the most obvious one here is the speed yellow paint. This was an option, and it's a relatively rare color. And it really, the camera doesn't really capture the essence of this color, but it really looks good in person. And I think it's it's pretty cool. Obviously an attention getter. So if you are seeking attention, this is the car for you. One of the previous owners obviously did some modifications in terms of a sticker. There's a Carrera S sticker here. I can take it or leave it. I personally don't like to do that, but that's, I leave stuff on there when I buy cars, and some people might like it, some people might not. It's easier to take it off than to put it back on. And somebody also did the wheels. The wheels, the yellow accents match the paint. I think it looks good, but again, the tastes are different, so to each his own. But most of the notable options are inside this car, and the Porsche lineup, if anybody is into Porsches, it's very confusing, okay? And they have a million different models and different specifications, and the option list can go on and on and on. But briefly, basically there's the base 911, the Carrera, with a 3.6 liter, and this car is a 997.1 generation Porsches. Then you have the base 911 that nobody really wants. They only sell new, but then when they hit the secondary market, nobody really wants them. Then you have the S, which this one is, with a 3.8 liter flat six. Then you have, the base model is also available as a 4, which is an all-wheel drive version. Then you have the 4S, which is the all-wheel drive version of the S. And then you have the GTS, which is the highest Carrera that you can buy. And all of these are available as a Cabriolet or as a Targa. So it's just, it gets really confusing. And then after that you go into turbos, and you go into GT2, GT2 RS, GT3, GT3 RS, etc., etc. There's a lot of different models. It took me a while to kind of get a grasp of all of this. But this car only has 20,000 original miles. It's a it's a beautiful car, and like I said, lots of options. So the stuff in here that costs a lot of money is carbon fiber. Tons of carbon fiber here. You have the illuminated carbon fiber door sills. You have carbon fiber steering wheel. You have carbon fiber shifter, carbon fiber center console, handbrake, all that stuff. You have the Sport Chrono. I can take it or leave it. I personally don't like that option, but everybody in the Porsche community wants it. Completely useless. It's for keeping track of your, the track times, lap times, whatever. I kind of like to dash without it, but that's me. I'm crazy. So, and of course, this is being a cabriolet. That's obviously more Monet. This car has something that I haven't really seen, or I haven't seen very often in Porsches, is active seating. A lot more common today in performance cars. You know, in 2008 was kind of a revolutionary. Basically, as you turn, you know, the bolsters adjust to keep you in place. Pretty cool. You know, that's really some of the notable options. It has active exhaust as well. So you know, the flaps and the exhaust that open up to make it louder. Again, very common today. In 2008, really was not that common. But that's kind of a quick overview of this car. And let's take it for a spin. Let's see how it does. There really isn't much you can say about the 911 Carrera S. I mean, Porsche knows its clients, and Porsche knows how to make sports cars, and that's the thing about them, is that they have perfected the formula to a point that every single generation of this car is better than the one that's before. And it's just a great driving car. It's a true driver's car. The clutch is very light, it's very easy. The shifter is absolute pleasure. I mean, it's butter smooth. You know exactly what gear you're in. You don't have to guess. It's absolute pleasure. You know, heel toe is very easy. It's a true driver's car. It's a really easy car to drive. The visibility is good. The seating position is comfortable, and the car just responds. It responds to your movement. It does what you want it to do, and without any fuss. There's no complaining from the car. And this is probably one of the easiest sports cars to drive. Very livable, very daily driven, easily daily driven car without any problems. There's some exotic cars out there that are very difficult to drive, and you can easily lose control, or the clutch is heavy, this and that. You know, not a problem with this car. And everything is designed with the driver in mind. The position of the shifter is convenient. The clutch the pedals are, they're in the right spot. All the controls are at your reach. It is designed with the driver in mind, and Porsche knows how to make a sports car. And ladies and gentlemen, as you saw, because we're in South Florida, in a matter of a block, it started raining. We went from sunshine to rain. Whew. What a great car. So I'm not gonna go do anything crazy, but this car has optional Turbo S wheels, and somebody put some massive 325 tires on the back, so there's a lot of grip. It feels very confident when you're taking turns. Even though this is not the 4S, not the all-wheel drive version, it's still very balanced. Very confident around the turns, so great car to take around twisties, and it's a pleasure, overall pleasure to drive. There's really not much else you can say about this car. I hope you guys enjoyed this quick video. Thanks for watching. Peace.